Wow. Um, Welcome back to Paranoia, everyone. Of course, I'm your friend computer, and here's a little question. We all have some unique characters. Do we want to talk about them before or after briefing? I mean, obviously, we're not going to give away everything about our characters, but maybe we do a little handshake because unlike the last one, or getting to briefing was a bit of a challenge. This one, you're all sitting in a waiting room. Think of like the dentist or a doctor's office. So we're all currently sat down, enjoying in a nice little red waiting room.
You don't have us on the right map, Ruffle.
Oh, I will. I'm just drawing her.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys are just sitting here. You're on some nice little benches. There you are, and you're just waiting to enter briefing. Which is over here to your right. You've all been called up through various means. The majority of you heard it over the loudspeaker. Maybe one or two of you received like a letter in like some sort of pneumatic tube or something. But you've all been summoned here to KRK sector. Welcome back, Rudy. Perfect timing. So you're all just sitting in the waiting room, and this is sort of the handshake moment. We all want to sort of just introduce our characters' names and maybe like a brief little thing about them. Something noticeable.
What would be noticeable about my person?
3 arms.
That's extra heresy.
That's extra.
Yeah. That sounds like a blaming right there.
Well, it depends where the third arm was. You might be able to pass it off. I mean, that would be a great mutation. If your dick was a third arm.
Oh, God.
You just got like a blaster down your leg.
You always shoot first.
Is that a blaster in your pants, or are you happy? Oh shit, that is.
Can someone do? No. But seriously, so what's your name there, Borrowed? You have one?
My name. Yeah.
I hope you all don't have the default names I gave you.
No.
Okay.
My person is Moth.
Ah.
They're red clearance, and they're of the FKR sector.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah. That's about it. They're not really all that special. Oh, okay, bye.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just grabbing something super quick. I forgot to open one of my PDFs. Ah, there we go. Should be good. Okay. Who else do we have? I guess it's Alphys if you want to go next. Do we have a name for your guy?
Well, I thought we were using pre-builts like with the same name, so I was gonna go with that one. Mystery.
That's pretty good.
R-E. There you go.
And what's noticeable about Mist? Does he have a great smile? Perhaps.
More of a stoicism.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Kind of the opposite of the last character, who was overjoyed and happy.
How about you, Foxy?
Her name is Sue. She's of the R sector, or I'm sorry, R clearance.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other thing called?
The sector, yeah.
It's the RAT sector.
Ah.
Okay. I like it.
So is that supposed to be like sewer rat?
I love that, actually. That's great. Props to Foxy for that one.
It's a pretty offensive thing to call somebody.
Yeah. All right. Dino, who are you?
My character is Lib R. Airy.
Nice.
And he kind of looks like he just got out of like a mechanic shop. He has a bit of like oil on his overalls and a little bit on the face.
Okay. Oh my God, Dante, calm down. And who do we got? We got Origami and Rudy left. So Origami, you first.
My character's name is I changed it. It's Phil R DNR.
Phil R
And-
DNR.
Yep.
Okay.
And well, he's I think electrician.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's an electrician.
So he works for like power services or something.
Yep.
Probably got some
Basically,
tools on
what-
him.
Yep. What needs fixing, he'll do.
Okay. And Rudy, who are you today?
What's the info I'm supposed to give?
Just your name.
Name and
My
a
name is Jake
very,
R.
very
DNR.
small character version.
Oh, cool. We got two guys from
What?
the DNR sector. Nice.
Well, thank goodness I changed my name because
We had a couple JCars. That would have been funny though.
I can go
Sometimes
Tim
friend
if I need.
computer just
No.
lacks inspiration for naming people.
Yeah, but of course we don't bring it up because friend computer
No,
is
no,
infallible.
friend computer doesn't make mistakes. It's the other people in charge of the cloning facility who are unoriginal.
Yes, that's right. So, you guys pop into the debriefing room after, it goes do, now serving, and it spits out like some horribly long, complicated number, but you recognize the last two, and that seemed to be your group. So the 6 troubleshooters walk into the briefing room, and as usual, there's a large vid screen on the far wall, and you see a friendly, if all-knowing eye staring at all of you.
Was the door and handle actually red this time?
It is. That's what I was saying. Like this one, we start in the clear. Everything's nice and gravy. So, friend computer, is looking at you, staring at each one, making sure it all adds up in his head that this is who he assigned. And you notice in the corner of the room, there's a man sitting on the floor, also in a red jumpsuit, leaning off what looks to be a laser gun. Although it's not, it doesn't have a barrel on it right now. And the briefing begins as thus. Greetings, troubleshooters. The mission for you today is simple. Citizen Daniel Y. TYU has been demoted for lack of enthusiasm. The combination of camera footage, personal accounts, and internal security surveys shows that he is still yet to transfer his belongings to his new office. Relocate him, forcefully, if possible, to his new office. You can find Daniel Y. TYU in his new office in the Sector KRK. Because you're dealing with a higher clearance escortee, and there's potentially more sensitive information in the office than you're cleared to view, a veteran red troubleshooter has been assigned to lead you. Follow his orders and fulfill the mission in a timely manner. Any questions, troubleshooters?
yeah, who's the vet?
And the guy in the corner at this point stands up. Nice to meet you. I'm Thompson R. And we're gonna get through this just fine.
What sector are you from there, Tom?
MO1.
Are you due for promotion soon?
Well, we're hoping. Yeah, maybe after this one. He does first thing. No.
He's a cop. He's a cop.
We're
2 days from
all
retirement.
thinking it. We're all thinking.
Well-
It's funny.
The real question is, how does he have a number in his sector?
Yes. Are you gonna call friend computer out on that?
I'm gonna call him out on it, not friend computer. Call friend computer.
So you're
Friend
saying to
computers
the
make
guy,
mistakes.
you're saying to the guy, like, why do you have a number in your sector?
Now, is that supposed to be a capital I? Why do you have a 1 there?
Well, this is just the numbering given to me by friend computer when my latest clone spat out.
So you're from the MO sector then. In which case, why do you only have 2 letters to your sector, friend?
He loudly says.
Loudly sips some hot stuff.
Shitty eyes.
Friend computer. Well, any other questions?
How many
By the
missions
way-
have you been on?
Yeah. You see him visibly count on 2 hands. This will be number 9. I love how, like,
many-
immediately, Frank Computer's like, hey, this guy's in charge. Follow him. Everyone's just fucking grilling this asshole. He's like, I don't know if I trust you to lead us, fucker.
How many pieces of R&D tech have you tested out?
Every mission we test at least one. That's what got
Personally.
Jamie. Oh, well.
How many have you tested?
I mean, I'm usually the team lead. I leave that to the equipment guy.
Well, I think we'll need to ask R&D about that, because surely they must have something for the team lead.
Well, normally we give it to the book smart guys and not the gun smarts, you know what I mean?
You never
team
tested
lead,
an
maybe
experimental weapon?
Maybe they can have something that'll, help the team lead be a bit more brave and stoic, Something to give you a bit of courage.
Oh, I'm brave. I just hope you can keep up. So Frank Computer's like, well, best of luck with your missions. You have 2 standard hours. And he winks out. So up ahead is a door leading out into the world. Sorry. And the very next room, right before we leave and get on our merry little way, is actually a PLC, also known as sort of outfitting. This is where we're all allowed to spend some of our hard-earned credits, if we have any, and buy items that may be useful to the mission.
Is there a list?
There is. Give me half a sec. Let me throw this guy up here. Grab my PLC list and I'll throw it in for everybody.
And have we already got our assigned stuff from the quartermaster, or?
Yeah, when you go in the PLC, or again outfitting, this is when you get all of your loadout gear, which I will now hand to you. Think of it like when you walk in, a printer is spitting out a paper. It's going do 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 do, and of course, because it's an old fucking dot matrix or whatever, right? And this also prints out all your bonus objectives for today, and assigns you all your mandatory bonus duties, which of course are optional and bonus. But if you don't take them, there's serious repercussions. So. I'll just run down the list. We have Borrowed taking over our hygiene officer. Dino's our assistant team leader. Zelphus is a loyalty officer. Fox is a communications officer. Origami the equipment officer. And Rudy a happiness officer. And you'll all see your assigned gear list here, which is all common knowledge. All the assigned gear everyone knows. You also see there are bonus missions that Friend Computer's given out, which is split amongst the team to complete or not complete. And each mandatory bonus duty also has 2 missions that they should also try and push towards themselves. As well, of course, we're in PLC, so there are a few things to spend credits on. If there's something you don't see on the list, give me a shout, and maybe it's there, maybe it isn't.
How robust are these toolboxes?
Ooh, I like that. You could, yes, I'd say they're probably the strongest thing in your arsenal.
I'm gonna probably get some electrician tools in the
Back
toolbox
in a
then.
minute.
Okay. So there was only one set of electrician's tools, so now Dino has those.
I guess I get the equipment officer gear, I guess.
Oh, you get your equipment officer gear for free.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone gets their gear for free. It's just there's a PLC list if you want to purchase something.
oh yeah. I would like to see the list.
He
Oh,
put
I
it
just
in
put it in
chat.
Discord. Yeah, sorry.
Oh. Well, I don't have Discord open.
Oh, that's
How are
fine.
you talking to us, motherfucker?
Yeah, wait a minute.
I have a closed tab full.
So wait, Dino bought the what tools?
The electrician's tools, purchased by
Damn it,
Dino.
I needed that.
Oh, and you all have 25 bennies to spend.
So what did that Dino got?
The electrician tools.
Okay.
What's the PTV?
The pipe traversal vehicle, which you got to experience last time, although not with these characters.
Can we skim the pamphlet?
You would need like some sort of like a management role or something similar. And the whole time the guy will be like looking over your shoulder, like with a bad, like a stinky glare. You know what I mean?
Is he
Making sure
senior?
you don't skip out.
Is he what? Sorry.
Is he senior clearance?
No. These are all red or infrared working in PLC.
Okay.
So how much cash do we get for start?
Everyone
your
has
character
their own
sheet.
money. Yep.
I know that, but besides that, I thought you said we get like a little bit extra.
Nope. He was
No.
talking about the points
Can
you
we-
get for fucking with people.
Can we pool money too, or no?
You can, yeah, if the group wants to. Like, if people want to be like, hey, we want to buy the manual for the PTV. You guys all want to pool our cash or something, yeah.
Basically, who isn't poor?
Yeah. Or if you want to buy, like, a laser barrel, some of you might have to pool your cash together. Some of you are broke bitches.
I just spent 150. I don't have much left.
I notice, oh, yeah.
What?
No, I was gonna say.
I am a broke bitch. I just need 300 credits to get a handyman's toolbox.
I like it.
I think Origami is going to be handing out at least one laser barrel to everybody else eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why, Regina? Why do you need 300 credits for the handyman? Handyman's 150.
I say 30. My brain. I meant to say 30.
Oh. He was just trying to screw people out of cash early on.
No, just my brain. It did the thumb.
Well, do you want to try and bribe someone for 30 credits? Or...
That'll be the egg. He lend a friend 30 credits.
If you have like a management skill or something in like bribery or convincing, you could probably try and wheel and deal. DLC.
Let me see that.
If you have something along those lines. Oh, maybe not so much.
Nope. Oh well, then I guess I'm just.
I mean, you could try, right? There's always a chance. You could spend some of your perversity points on them, your bennies.
Nah. How much bennies do we get?
25. Everyone is 25 at the start.
25. I forgot to write that down.
Hmm?
Nah, I guess I just get a toolbox and a plumbing tool.
Okay. So your plumbing tool is just a very, very large wrench. Like comically oversized.
Well, one of our missions is to repair the vending machine, so we could probably try to pool some money together for the tools for that, and then because we each get 100 at the end if we do it. Or is it 100 each or 100 split?
For sorry,
The daily maintenance mission.
100 credits split.
Okay, that's a lot worse then.
Yeah, it is a lot worse. Yeah, and it's a very specific vending machine.
Yeah, it's not worth it for the repairman tools then.
Well, do we have everything we need? We feel good about stuff. Has everyone had a chance to look at their specific missions? And do you have any questions? Because all of the missions are common knowledge. These are all things put out by Friend Computer for either you or the group. You can think of them as achievements. You gain things if you complete, and maybe get fined if you don't.
For the mission for the loadout.
Do they have hygiene, like dental hygiene supplies? So floss,
They do
toothbrush,
not.
that kind of crap.
Actually, yeah. Let's say you could probably find some cheap floss for like 10 credits.
Okay. Use some of that.
Nice. So let's just toss one of these out there. Zelphus, for example. You know, have you read your missions for today?
All right, back. And yes, I have.
Yeah, like you read the ones that were just sent on the loadout, like with your bonus duty.
Loyalty officer. I've got 2 options before it kicks over to the equipment officer. I'm assuming that's it, or
Yeah, you
new
just
one?
have to worry about those 2. So I think you're the only person with a directly confrontational mission. But that's because Friend Computer doesn't trust any one of you. So he won't be happy if none of you get blamed for traitor. But they're just things to keep in mind. You know, you can ticket someone for, you know, using the wrong colored equipment or et cetera, et cetera. All right. Now, here's where... So we are all ready to go, though, right? Everyone's kind of had a chance to look at your stuff. Ready to progress? Cool. So as you lead out the door of PLC, we arrive... Hang on, let me move this up because it's less important now. Just want to keep doing the right color here. We arrive in a long hallway. Dotted down this hallway is the occasional vending machine, water cooler, things like that. In total, 3 of these are vending machines. But that's sort of what the hallway looks like.
Is the power outlet that they are plugged into accessible?
Yes.
I'm gonna unplug the vending machine, wait a little bit, and then snip the end of the plug off.
Okay.
One of our missions is to destroy all the vending machines. I'd count that as destroyed.
That's true, yeah. I like it. Okay. So who wants to keep track of vending machine death?
Oh.
Origami
Destroy
panics.
the vending machines?
Yeah, it says to fix or destroy them, and we get 10 credits for destroying, 20 for fixing.
It's
Why
true.
don't we just fix them though?
Yeah.
Get more money.
Fuck it. We have 2 hours to do this mission.
Yeah, but we should see if which one of them are working.
All of them are busted because they're causing brownouts.
Yeah. So essentially,
What's a brownout?
it's when it draws too much power and they have to shut
It's
things
where all
off.
the lights dim, but they don't shut off. Like,
Or like a breaker gets flipped. Because it goes, yeah. So there's essentially, there's too many working vending machines, but they don't want to say that. So there's just, these vending machines are sucking a lot of power, and they need to be fixed or destroyed.
All right, I'm down for destroying that.
All right.
All right.
But I do wonder
Mhm.
what I wonder what this vending machine sells, though.
I mean, I guess I could try to see if I can fix them first, but if I
Okay.
can't, I'm just gonna snip it.
So that would be a hardware roll, unless you had something specific for like repairing, a habitat engineering, something like that. Oof,
I got too much stuff.
I cut a little close. Did that make it? Oh, cool. So you do manage to fix it. And we're just gonna say, like, you can do one roll for the whole room, unless there's a specific vending machine you want to sort of focus on.
I'm fine with just reducing like energy draw on all of them. Maybe setting up somehow to like put them on standby when they're not in use. Like you wake them
Yeah.
up with a button press.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm totally cool with that. So now they have like a sleep mode the most of the time. And as you're messing around with the vending machines, Thompson sort of, comes out of PLC, and he looks like his pack is somewhat heavier. He takes out like a bandana thing and puts it over one of his eyes to look.
Oh, I thought it was the fucking infinite ammo bandana from Metal Gear
no,
Solid.
no. He puts over his eyes to look like super fucking to look Trey cool. You know what I mean? He's really going here.
Well, I mean, he can swap it on eyes like a pirate, so he has night vision.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And you notice now that as he's walking, both of his legs seem to be bad, and they're strapped to bits of scrap metal. But he sort of waddles up to the team. He says, "Well, we're in the shit of it now, boys. Any mission in KRK sector might as well be a code 7.
What are you
I don't
talking
think
about?
Is
Clearance
that on
not
a list of 1 to 10 or something?
Code 7 is a mission where suggested amount of clones required to complete the mission is 7.
I see.
AKA like a suicide mission.
Yep.
Right.
Wait, 7 per
7 per person.
attending?
Yeah. Code 7 is based, like, if you get a code 7, you're fucked because you only have 6 clones.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, he sort of sits down for a minute, catching his breath. Friend computer decided armed revolts were too dangerous in most other sectors, so they're only legal in KRK, which is mostly just offices.
What did he say are illegal?
Armed revolts are too dangerous in most other sectors, so they're they're sort of pushed in the KRK. If you want to fill out the forms and have a legal armed revolt, that's fine, but it has to be in KRK sector.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So so Thompson here, you see he's sort of he's standing behind the first vending machine, right over here. He's like, "All right, follow my lead if you want to live." And he just starts diving from cover to cover. Fucking makes mad sprints between vending machines. Flips over one of the water cooler and like crawls along beside it. And eventually he makes his way to the door at the end of the corridor.
Does he perhaps have a collapsible cardboard box somewhere?
Maybe in his bag, yeah. We'll say he does, actually. That's super fun. So yeah.
Well,
He's
I
like,
guess we.
"Hurry up! The longer we wait, the less chance we have to survive."
I guess we have to break the rest of the vending machines then.
Well, you've already been working on these ones. But if anyone wants to attempt to sort of dodge roll down the corridor, it would require a violence roll. That's all your physical activity.
I'm gonna ask Origami to hand out at least one laser barrel to each person before, because apparently this sector is very dangerous.
We haven't made it
Alright.
to R&D for our equipment yet, have we?
No, PLC gives you equipment. R&D is the special equipment. That's where we're headed next. But nobody bought the map, so we don't know.
Alright, I'll give it one barrel.
So we're just hoping Thompson knows his way around KRK sector. Because otherwise we're going blind right now. Okay, so you've given everyone a barrel?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
In the direction that Thompson is going, is there a computer terminal?
You don't see any in this hallway, no. This is
Well,
just...
I guess we'll just follow him.
So on either end of this hallway, or like the wall is just a large shutter system. Like basically, there's like a wall that goes up about a foot, maybe a foot and a half, and then large shutters are blocking over both sides, and you can see like the lights are kind of dim.
So it's kind of catwalk-esque almost, or
Kind of, yeah.
or like Skybridge-esque. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll give it that.
Okay, when you said there's little walls that go up and then shutters, I was thinking like inside of a mall that's closed.
Yeah, that's more what I was thinking. But whatever gets the idea. So if this was the wall, this is actually a wall, this bottom bit, and this is like a shuttered window, essentially, like right like this. And then you would have your vending machine or whatever. And that's what Thompson was like run jumping between, trying to stay in cover.
Is
So-
there anybody visible on either side of the hallway that would present a problem to just walking?
All you see right now are the shutters. No, there's nothing else.
I'm gonna start walking, but if the shutters open, I'm gonna hit the deck.
Okay, fair. So you get across. Nothing yet. And then you hear boo boo boo, which is just the the sound it makes when the hour hits. So we're now at 0800 in today's day cycle. And the shutters go and start rising. Thompson, and like as you're sort of like looking through the small amount of shutter as it's rising up, you just see rows upon rows upon rows of cubicles, filing cabinets, abandoned paperwork, computer systems, like in these very densely packed office cubicle sectors on either end of this hallway. Like on hopefully that makes sense, but like on these two parts of the hallway, right? So
Is it actually that color?
no, it's good question. Hang on. I wrote down what color it was. It is all orange colored on either
Okay,
side.
that's a little intimidating.
Yeah. So we're currently on red, but that was a very good question. I did write that down specifically because I thought it might come up. So let's just do this because we're gonna get very familiar with the hot dog.
The speckled hot dog.
Yeah,
Well-
Thompson turns. These hot dog corridors are especially dangerous.
Friend Computer is a true American. He loves his hot dogs.
That's right. Yeah. And don't you forget it. Hot blooded.
He's a real human being.
Yeah. So Thompson right now is pressed up, like with his sort of crouched and his back against the door. He pulls out a slug thrower, which our loyalty officer might make note of, as a slug thrower is above his clearance.
It's above your pay grade, friend.
So, did you sign the paperwork for an armed insurrection, or what?
He turns to you. Keep quiet. This gun might be the only thing that gets us to R&D and some real hardware. So
Thought you said
Thompson.
you'd never tested their hardware yourself. How would you know?
Well, someone else has. He kicks the door open, levels his gun, and his head gets blown off. Welcome, gentlemen, to KRK Sector. The next hallway is chaos. You're staring at almost a carbon copy of the hallway you're in, except these guys seems like they've been there since 7 o'clock already, where the office workers are slowly filing in on your side. There's a full-blown insano riot in the next one. So we'll start over here again. This is what our hallway is going to be identical to. But we have office workers sitting down and trying to do all this paperwork in these half cubicles. And over top of them, there's people with pickets, like people like shooting at computers with like red laser barrels and like the odd slug thrower. And that's all sort of on the top half here. This is all this sort of insurrection. And all along the bottom, we have orange troubleshooters firing lasers across through the glass at them.
I'm gonna start looting Thompson.
Okay.
I just want to know what's there. I'm not gonna grab things yet. Like pull them back through the doorway and everything. Kind of
all
thing.
right. So, well, hang on here. So, okay. So, by the time you get to the body and start looting Thompson, you bump into Origami, who's currently grabbing the laser barrel and laser gun that he was seen with in the briefing room, and he puts it in his pack, and he's like, "I'll distribute it if we need it," but he's the equipment guy. The only other thing, sorry.
I would have said, yeah, you are responsible for making sure that gets back there anyway.
Yeah.
So
the only other thing you find of note on him, aside from he's got his bandana, he's got his rickety cricket legs, but he's got a map, which potentially is useful. So why don't we go ahead to the map page? Now here's my question to you: are you sharing the information on the map, or are you keeping it all to yourself? Because I can just send it to you personally.
send it to me personally. I'd like to decide.
Okay, cool. So never mind then, everybody. 1 second while I pass this over the dyno. Where is Mr. Dyno? There you are, sir. Okay.
So does it look handwritten or?
Yeah, this looks hand-drawn. You'll notice nothing in it seems to be perfectly exact, but close enough type of deal, right? And it's not like you've been the KRSK sector, so you're sort of assuming.
Well, I'm just going to say it looks like this is close enough to a map as we're going to get. Stow it in my bag.
Fair enough, yeah. Oh, okay, and so are we just leaving our good friend here to die? Well, he's dead, but are we just leaving his body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
enough.
I mean,
Fuck
he
'em.
should.
We would have to drag
rejoin
him
us.
with us because we can't go left or right. We don't have clearance.
That's right. Yeah, you just got to keep going.
I'll carry his body.
You don't have to. I mean, Brain Computer will send his next clone. If at all possible.
Yeah, but
You got a fucking bag of holding. How are you going to bring his body along?
I'll put it over my shoulder and just carry it.
Alrighty.
What happened to the slug thrower?
If you look on his body, the slug thrower, any ammunition for it, and of course the laser barrel and body are all gone, as well as the map. All right. So, are we diving between cover? What are we doing? It's going to require violence rolls to do that. Not to mention, unless someone wants to make like a crazy stealth roll and hopefully just doesn't get seen through the firefight. And then we also have 3 vending machines in this area, if we want to deal with those.
I'll roll
Um,
stealth. Or sneak.
So Dino, sorry.
I was just like, can you just unplug the vending machines and call it a day?
We could, yeah. I don't know if that would count. That's up to you guys. You'd have to swing that.
I think snipping it actually would make it count as being destroyed, personally.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Who's playing with the squeaky tire?
That would be a dog. I'm
Yeah.
trying to mute.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna try to repair one, but destroy the rest, basically.
Okay.
I'm just gonna snip him as I go by, unless he... Like, I'm gonna be crawling, pretty much, or, like, army crawling.
Yeah, army crawl.
keep-
Yeah.
To keep underneath the fire.
So are you leading the charge then, Mr. Team Leader?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you guys follow me.
So as Dinah's going, you guys follow me. You notice he's now got fucking Thompson's bandana over his head, not over his eye, but over his head. So he's really taken on the role of assistant team lead promoted to team lead, and he's crawling through this shit, going up from vending machine to vending machine. Are you looking for any product codes on them by chance? Or are we just ignoring that mission entirely?
I don't think it's worth it, because
No,
if it is
fair
one
enough.
of these, I'd just get shot trying to stand up and fix it. So,
Yeah, the only thing of note among these vending machines is one of them is a limited edition. As far as you can tell, it's a red bubble.
unplug, snip.
Unplug snip. Okay. So you just keep going. Give me a. Well, you're crawling. I'll say. Give me like a stealth roll or something like that. Yeah. Well, one of the
You're right over there, friend computer.
yeah, sorry. As you're crawling through, we'll say you make it to the second one, and one of the damn dirty traitors having this, although legal, revolt on the far side takes note of you and starts opening fire with a slug thrower. So yeah, ouch. Unfortunately, slug throwers do go through your armor, so you're laying on the floor heavily.
So he shot me
bleeding out.
through the wall too, or what?
Through the glass, yeah. He like jumped up, and now he did get blasted by some of the orange troubleshooters for his trouble there. But yeah, so
His trouble got shot.
you're laying bleeding out. You got like a bad shot to the chest or something. Someone's gonna have to pick you up to get you out of here, or drag you, whichever. If anyone else wants to make it through, again, we need stealth or violence rolls.
Do I have?
That looks all sorts of safe.
I'll try to stealth through it.
Oh dear. I don't know if you're that stealthy, Rudy. Not almost, but not quite. We'll say you make it quite far before they see you. And another one open shot. So this one's Rudy. Rudy's the little purple guy. He's almost there. And
Purple's outside of his clearance.
True. But over the okay, and a slug thrower shot rings past you but misses. Slams into like the vending machine. And on the over sorry, what are they called? Intercoms, the speaker system. You hear do do do, and it's like, tune in everyone. Today's episode of Troubleshoot Our Live is now going on. As you So as you continue, who's next to continue?
Uh, I will. I want to make a blitz towards Dino while carrying our former leader, and basically use his body as basically a shield or a meat shield.
Dick move, bro.
Question. So how much of this fire is laser and how much of it is slug thrower?
50-50. If you get... So here's the thing. I'm going to say if you fail a sneak roll, you get hit by a slug thrower. Or, well, they shoot at you. If you fail a violence roll, it would be a laser. Although it's all orange clearance, so, you know. Half a dozen one, 12 the other, right? Or 6 the other. Yeah.
So the troubleshooters are on this side, right?
Correct, yeah.
So theoretically, one could crawl along one side of the wall and be less likely to be shot by those people, more likely to be shot by the other.
That's what I was trying to do, and I still got shot.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But so, like, if I crawled underneath of the troubleshooter side, then theoretically, I'd be more likely to get hit by slugs.
That's correct,
Vice
yeah.
versa.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But like I said, just the easiest way to do it is like if you fail a violence, it's a laser. If you fail a sneak, it's a slug.
Well, fuck it. I'll throw a stone.
I was gonna make a run for it.
Okay. Let's do it up, Origami. Yeah, D20, sir.
That was myself, by the way.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, were you sneaking or in violence?
That would be sneakity sneak.
Okay, so you crawl through and you've made it to the end. You just see Borrowed like squeeze the door open and crawl through. He's like, "Bye, bitches."
I don't know who Pierce Brosnan is, but he sounds cool.
Frickin' Origami runs up, grabs Thompson, uses him as a shield, and Thompson's just eating slugs left, right, and center. Origami throws him to the ground, grabs Dino, and just fucking drags him the rest of the way, and they make it through.
I'm also trying to stop Dino from bleeding out.
Okay, cool.
So you're not using Dino as a secondary shield?
No.
He was a good guy. So let's talk about
He's
that.
still alive for the moment. That would be treason.
This is the next room. It's actually a little different than this. I just need to remember how to do it. Here's the next room. While you're in here, this is right now just Borrowed, Dino, and Origami. Dino right now is bleeding. A wetware skill could stabilize him. Somebody can do that. That's something to think about. Also,
I'll do that roll.
To the person that spent 15 of their bennies already, I'm going to give you 5 back, because holy shit.
Jesus.
You know who you are.
Whoever you are, you're a fuckhead.
That's an amazing amount being spent this early on.
Yeah, well, I find stuff like that funny. And to the person who spent bennies on somebody else, you know who you are, you get 5 back. Not saying if they're the same
spent
person.
15 on themselves. Wow.
Hey, I'm not
At least
saying.
that's what you're
I'm just
implying there, friend computer.
Listen, I didn't say anything. I'm just saying.
Wait, I thought someone else spent their Benny to.
Oh, bennies
work
have
for
been
someone else.
spent. Don't you worry. But yeah, I'd just like to make it known that they are being spent to remind other people that you can. So right now we have Fox, we have Rudy, and we have Zelphus. They've still yet to make it. And is anyone Borrowed or Origami able to do a wetware?
Oh
roll?
fuck no! I didn't help Dino.
Jesus.
My wetware is not very good, but I can wing it.
Okay, or something similar. Is there any other options to offer up?
I got bioscience.
Not quite. So yes,
Yeah, no.
Origami just slaps Dino in the face. He's like, "Wake up!"
Grab a brush, pull out makeup.
I'm like, hold on, stay awake, just don't pass out.
Don't go into the light. You're not cleared for that. That's white clearance, you shit.
Borrowed, however, manages to find two what look to be arteries that are bleeding out, and he ties them together. It seemed to stabilize you, so you're back to wounded. He's not a doctor,
Nice.
so you might require some further help at some point. But right now, yeah, you're back to wounded.
Thank you, Borrowed. I'll make sure to give you a commendation for this if I can.
Hey, he's the team lead. You got to keep him alive. So back in the hot dog hallway, you see like
hallway of hell.
one of these like one of the troubleshooters who's firing the orange blast and just like nuking fucking revolutionaries left, right, and center. He sort of moves up close to one of the cubicles and he says, "Whoa, is that troubleshooter? Turn that up." And the guy working's like, "Oh, sure." Cranks the volume, and you're basically just hearing a whole bunch of gunfire back and forth. He's like, "Hey, did you hear me on the camera?" And he did.
Wait, is he like echoing in the feed?
He's echoing in the feed, yeah. Yeah. Now you guys can't see the feed, unfortunately, but
I know. What can we hear? Like, hey, did you hear me on the camera?
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, did you hear me on the camera?
That's right, yeah.
Echoes into fucktuple.
He's like, "Hey guys, come check this out." And so he pulls a bunch more over. So a lot of the orange laser fire has stopped, but the slug throwers are still ringing across. Does anyone want to try and make a run for it?
Can I sneak again?
Yeah, go for a sneak. Yeah.
But sneaking gets you shot with a slug
Oh
thrower.
god.
Jesus.
So as Rudy's crawling along the ground, one of the orange troubleshooters like, "Look at this fucking idiot. Where's he going?" And then one of the other guys, "Hey, he's right there!" And they all like run up to the window and they're like staring down at you. So unfortunately, the revolutionaries take notice and a few slugs chunk out. Let's see. Well, it wings you, so you're only wounded.
These orange troubleshooters aren't very much better than the reds.
Well, they got promoted.
They're
That's
just
all
on a
they've
few
got.
less uppers.
So is that Rudy across then?
Yeah, Rudy's across.
How are we
Rudy to get it.
communicating if you want to spend points or not?
Message me on Steam.
Okay.
I did get that, yeah. But unfortunately, you'd have
Yes,
to.
certainly.
You'd have to, yeah. Preferably, you do it before you roll, and then also you
Yeah.
have to like, still make it. But either way. So we now have I know Zelphus is AFK temporarily, but Foxy, are you going to try and make it across?
I think you run this time.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Sorry.
Sure, yeah.
I am also going to have my character yell down the hallway to just make a run for it. Sneaking's not working.
So yeah, you just roll a d20, and any adjustments we need to. Nice. Okay, you succeed. Fox crawls along, gets under the hail of slugs, and again, you just like the sort of the orange guy staring at the screen. Oh, where they going? They're leaving the guy behind. But Fox makes it through anyway. So everyone is through except for Zelphus, who is AFK. And by the time he comes back, we'll say that the revolution has been dispersed. Whether they're all dead or, it's 9 o'clock now and their scheduled shift for revolting has ended, Whichever.
Or they're out of ammo.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
Paralyzed with fear
Yeah.
at the beginning of the hallway.
We'll say it's not 9 o'clock because that would fuck you guys. You got 2 hours, so we'll say it's like 9:15 or who knows. When Zelphus gets back anyway, and he'll have to catch up and get the rest of the group. So you're all situated in what looks to be a round room, although the door is very square and uncomfortable to get through. Inside this room, you notice a whole bunch of cameras. As
The
well.
cameras notice us noticing them.
Yeah, the cameras are all definitely staring at you.
But is it
Do they follow
machines?
us as we move?
They do.
Is there vending machines?
What
There are.
color's the hallway?
So this is a red clearance as well.
Is there any sort of markings for like edges in the center of the hallway or like room? I mean,
So along, like, it's super smooth, the walls, except, hang on here, let's get a slightly different color. In this corner here, there is a small, what appears to be like a, well, when I say small, it's probably like 2 foot long by like 1 foot wide, but it's like a ventilation shaft of some kind, like an air duct. As well as in the center of the room, there is a 4 vending machines sort of back to back to back to back. One of them seems to be a limited edition, which is pretty cool.
goddamn limited edition vending machines.
They're killing this country.
Not very limited if there's fucking 2 of them.
I wonder what the vending machine is selling though.
What's the product code on the vending machine?
E.
Is Red Bubble.
Yeah, but what's the code on the vending machine though? Is it
It is.
RTK, whatever?
It is actually.
Ah.
I guess we should repair this one. There's no other vending machine.
Yeah, are the other ones just whatever vending machines?
Sorry, I forgot to draw this other door. Yeah, the other ones are just whatever ones. The limited edition is also, yes, it is your special one. It does seem to be repairable. When you look at it, there's only one algae chip bag in it, and there shouldn't be any because it dispenses usually red bubbles in can forms.
How much are the algae chips?
They are 12 credits.
Ooh.
Sure, I'll buy that. Why not?
So you
before he tries to buy it, can I just try to fix the vending machine and during that make the products free?
Oh, okay, yeah, I like it.
Can I also help?
Yeah, go for it. We'll say if you're both working together. Oh, I was gonna say then you'll give like +5 or -5, but you know what I mean.
Oh, wow.
Super
Oof.
fixed.
That shit's spotless and brand new.
Yeah. So you managed to fix it. So basically everything in it's free, but of course it's just the one algae chip. So you get that out, and it goes, and it keeps spinning, and it just falls down another level, and it's like stuck right by the fucking door to get out.
Can we just open the vending machine door, or
Yes, that would require lockpicking or some such security. Stealth.
I do got a big fucking wrench.
No.
oh, the front is glass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it plexiglass or plate glass?
It's breakable glass for sure.
Okay.
So we're just gonna open again, or just say fuck it?
Yeah, I mean, like, couldn't we just like open it? Because you just need the stupid key to take the faceplates off these things. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like how do we get into the vending machine to fix it?
I get hardware then.
Yeah, hardware would be good.
Oh
Holy
fuck yeah,
shit.
do it.
You're in, you like pop it open, you grab the LG chip out, and have you rigged these up to also do the sleep mode then?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so then it goes in the sleep mode.
okay, bye.
So you can go ahead and check that mission off. Achievement complete.
Did we also do all the other vending machines? So we're on.
No, just this one, just to show the rest.
So we've only fixed one, and we have now destroyed 1, 2, 3, 6, 9.
I thought we fixed the 3 in the first room when we weren't getting shot.
Oh,
and then
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So you fixed 3, destroyed 6, and fixed 1 more. Which is your special one.
When they get out and they don't have a job.
So anyway, there's 2 doors from here. One going to the presumed east, and one going to the presumed south.
Any labeling?
No. They do not. Although it looks like labels were scratched off of both of them.
Is there a handle on all of them?
Yes, there is a handle on both. The bottom door slides, and the door on the right, it's a turn handle to open.
I'm gonna say we go east.
I'm going to agree with that, but I'm going to knock first.
Okay. How are you knocking specifically?
Like
just a normal knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, like just wrap your knuckles on the door. Just like.
Okay.
Nah, man, you gotta pretend to do a special knock, like knock them twice, 5 times, then 3 times or something.
Just the good old shave and a haircut.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, let's say that happens, right? There's a reply knock that's like sort of shave and a haircut. They do.
Do.
Yeah, excellent. The door opens, and there are a series of laser guns pointed at you. There appear to be 6 nerds in this room, all with primed laser guns.
Hello, nerds. We are the troubleshooters here for equipment for our mission from Friend Computer.
Oh, we thought when you answered our call there, you were communists. My bad. Things have been a little hectic
people
lately.
Not allowed to get a shave and a haircut.
Shave and a haircut. What's that? Anyway,
I think people would still shave in this world. Hygiene's important, remember?
Not the scientists.
What does shaving and haircuts have to do with knocking? Anyway, come over here. And they bring you in. R&D is a clusterfuck. If you remember our previous R&D, your characters won't. But if you do, it is just a mess. There is just shit everywhere. Boxes of shit labeled trash. Boxes labeled try again, ? Like, just there's stuff everywhere. And you can see them grabbing one of the trash boxes and bringing it over to a table and start sorting out stuff from it. It's like, so what are you looking to grab today? Is there something in particular you're looking for, or is it just sort of whatever we have available? There's a few things we do want to test out, which of course optional. But
do you guys have anything to safely transport somebody quickly?
To safely transport somebody quickly,
or maybe less than safely. I don't know.
Well, we have an unused, an untested item that was loaned out on a previous mission in another sector, and they've sent it to us. It's this bottle here, and it looks like a bottle of like spray sunscreen or something. I say.
Damn it, not again. Didn't we lose that shit in the sewer?
Ultra reflex spray. Now, curiously, we've never tested it, but it has a very strong smell. I don't know why that is, but it was sent to us from another sector for testing.
We got that body we want tested as like kind of shimmery.
Oh, yeah, you know what?
That body.
Yeah, speaking of dead bodies, our friend who's not here yet, our team leader, he seemed to have some rather
I'm the team
lackluster
leader.
legs. Not the other
Oh,
team leader.
Thompson. Sorry.
Yeah, he seems to have some rather lackluster legs. You have something that can help in that department?
Lackluster legs.
Yeah, his legs are kind of rickety and looked like they were splinted up. So something you can help with the legs.
Well,
I dumped the body onto the table.
I mean, we might have something that would make travel obsolete by floor, if that's what you're referring to. Joe, if you could, Joe, this guy at the far end of the room is like, huh? It's like, if you could fetch the gecko suit.
Oh.
And
Also,
yeah.
Also, talk to the DNR guy. Do you have any leaky faucets? Might as well fix.
Oh, we do actually. There's one in the bathroom. You wouldn't mind.
This one's a little metagaming, but how's your urinal?
Yeah, how's the urinal while we're there?
This urinal looks like an inverted vacuum.
Oh.
So stay far away from that one. But yeah, there is a leaking fox if you want to make a hardware roll for us.
Yep. Ooh.
There is a very
very
loud shuddering. Like you all feel like a pipe system going like underneath the floor. But Joe does show up and he puts it's a full body suit, red in color, on the table. This, gentlemen, is the gecko suit. Made by myself and my colleagues in the DRT sector before we got moved here. It's gonna make travel on the ground and the guy's like, I said that already, Joe. Tell him what it does. Well, it stands for the General Environment Corrective Climbing on Things suit. He kind of shrugs. Get caught sounded stupid, so things is in bracket.
I'm just going around like asking like, do you know Daniel if he has a squeaky chair that he's fixing also?
Daniel who?
What's his name? Daniel GTYU.
I think he's probably in the offices. It's far away from R&D. You'll have to keep going down that way, and he sort of points.
Yep. I'll wait for the rest of the group then, and I'm just watching what kind of shenanigans is happening.
Okay, so they hand you the gecko suit. Who'd like to wear it? Who'd like to try out the gecko suit?
Equipment guy.
He
gets voluntold.
Voluntold. Team leader. Nice.
What color is the gecko suit?
It's red, yeah.
All
Very
right,
bright
again.
red. So you're wearing the gecko suit? Okay, and who took the ultra reflex spray?
But we gotta test it out first to see if it works.
Yeah, does it have multiple uses, or is it like a one spray and it's good done kind of thing? Like, does it feel full or empty or whatever?
The spray feels unused. We'll say that much. Definitely feels full. and it does smell slightly of shit. But, unrelated.
Speaking of shit, team lead, the other team lead hasn't come back yet. You think he's out of clones?
Potentially, that last one was really rickety looking.
Does anyone have management or something of hacking, looking into sort of emails? Those kind of things would let you be able to figure out whether or not he was on his last clone.
No.
I'll do a roll for it. Ask him for like a
Dino
computer.
gets it, yeah. So Dino, even though that technically is on the border of your clearance level, you do know that you do know sort of how to jump through the hoops and see the rest of your team's clone listing. And yes, that was the last of his clones. Thompson is no more.
So, Thompson 1 was actually more like Thompson VI then.
Well, no, he was.
Could have been like Thompson 11 and they dropped a 1.
he was actually this.
Ah.
Yeah.
That just leads more questions because that's M01, not M01.
Correct. Yeah. Well, it said on his file that one of his clones was a registered mutant.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was,
What was the mutation?
specifically -03.
What was the mutation?
The mutation was he could turn invisible.
Stealth camouflage, Metal Gear.
Yeah, and it's actually noted that on the listing, because again you're pushing your clearance there, but it's okay. It's he was never found, but presumed dead.
Interesting.
Well, he's dead now.
Well, 06 is dead, yes.
Ask Joe, what does the gecko suit do again?
Oh, the gecko suit. Well, hang on. Let me nope. Where did I put it? The gecko suit stands for the General Environment Corrective Climbing on Things suit.
You said that, friend.
Backronym.
Yeah, we did. We haven't tried it yet.
Oh, might as well.
But in theory, it's going to improve your climbing skill.
So
Would it improve our climbing skill to a point where travel on the ground would be obsolete?
That's correct, yes.
So you're saying I could stick on this on the wall over there? I just pointed at the closest wall.
So, have you put the suit on?
Yeah.
As you point at the wall, your whole body is flung at the wall. And you smash into it, and you're now stuck to it.
Oh boy.
You're fucking magnetic then, okay?
Yeah.
No.
We also
am I
have
facing towards the...
Yeah,
Oh.
no, you're like pressed
Am I
against the wall.
No, am I facing the wall or am I to the back of the wall?
No, you're facing.
Can he like Superman fly around?
If he points to something, he can fly at it, but he launches himself at it.
Well, I guess I point my point to the roof, so at least my back could just be onto the roof then.
Yep, so you're stuck to the roof now, and you can oversee the entire room. And there's a bunch of nerds looking up at you going, oh,
Clapping.
yeah,
I
all
sit
flat
there
on the
creepily
floor.
smiling and waving at you.
And we have one final thing. The device that will make fire, flame, incineration, and death by heat obsolete. Anyone interested in getting your hands on one of those?
What exactly is it?
It's a jumpsuit that'll make fire, flames, heat, incineration obsolete.
What about some other stuff? Like, I don't know, that thing over there. And I point at a random device.
Oh, no. Oh, that's right. Sorry. we're Joe. If you could go grab the device in question. You were just speaking to one of our colleagues, and we sort of rudely interrupted that conversation. Yes, this. Well, I mean, this device here is a little bit maybe too advanced for your clearance. You know what I mean?
What about his clearance?
I don't know, what does it do?
I tried to just said the dead guy.
Well, we can't, like I said, we can't really tell you. It's we're not even sure it's ready for testing, and we sort of prefer a more trustworthy group, someone who knows where to aim and what to click.
I mean, if you want, we can just try it while we're here and then hand it back to you.
I yellow. Can you tell the dead body what it does?
Tell the dead body what it does.
Yeah, can you tell our friend Tom here?
Sorry, high clearance.
Well, he is still technically a red. He's just a veteran.
He's dead
red.
and red.
That's right. Better dead and red, in my opinion. Now, Dino, you do feel a little bit weak from your chest injury. And,
Yeah.
One of the sort of nerds runs over and hands a bag of stuff. He's like, "Which one of you's the hygiene officer? I have a package for the hygiene officer."
That would be me. I wasn't expecting a package, but sure.
He hands you the package. There you are. Those are. Unfortunately, in PLC, you didn't get your whole gear list, so we've got a few more for you. And he heads off.
I have a question.
Mhm.
How tall is the ceiling?
Yes, it is. I'd say it's probably like 25 feet. It's a very big ceiling.
Oh, yes, it is.
Because Origami's up on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
I mean, he can just kind of motion at the wall and then like let himself down gradually, probably.
Yeah. I'm about to do that.
Here's a suggestion, Origami. Point at the ground with one hand and the floor with the other. See if you hover in midair.
Like the ceiling and the ground?
The ceiling and the floor, both with one hand. See if you hover.
I'm also scared it's gonna rip me in half, so no.
Well, what I was thinking might be able to happen is if you're falling, you like motion at the ceiling, and then so it will like reverse your velocity for a second, and then you'll motion at the ground again, so you won't hit at like terminal velocity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Seems...
like make finger guns at them, so you just slowly go up, slowly go down.
Okay,
like just ground ceiling, ground ceiling, ground ceiling, ground. Kind of stair step your way.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Just like.
Well, you do sort of like stutter your way down, yeah.
Once I'm on the ground, I want also test out if I could do the point it up in the ground and see if I like float.
So you're putting one at the ceiling, one at the ground?
And see if I can float.
Okay, make a violence roll for me.
Oh crap. It was only a suggestion. Yeah.
Oh, I think I made it. Where's my violence? Oh no, it's a 5.
So Origami's like, "Hey, all right, let's try this." You know what I mean? Puts one hand near the ceiling, starts going up, puts one hand at the ground, and he's like, and he floats for about 5 seconds before ripping in half with the gecko suit. Unfortunately, viscera is raining down on everyone.
Okay, then. That does that, I suppose.
Gonna turn to the nerds. We've tested your gecko suits. It needs refinement.
So
ratings of Troubleshoot R Live have reached an all-time high. Congratulations, troubleshooters.
So how about because you just killed that guy, we get to test something else that is a bit more fun.
Well, I thought the gecko suit was going to be fun. You know, it makes walking on the floor obsolete.
Speaking of things
Tell that to his limbs.
Obsolete, our friend here needs some help with his chest wound. Do you have anything for that? Because I was fiddle farting around with some parts.
Do you have anyone here capable of working with the body and with metal? Because we might have an artificial heart.
I mean,
Lobster.
I've dabbled a little bit. I'm not a professional. Too low of clearance for that.
Well, if you can successfully pull a skill off with that, that'd probably be wetware again, borrowed. We can put Dino back up to like totally fine health.
I'm gonna say I'm fine.
Okay.
Can we get a character name list?
Yeah, totally. If everyone just wants to type their name, that'd be sweet. Otherwise, yeah, I can do that. But yeah, since we did unfortunately lose our good friend, I guess the R&D guys are a little more willing, because totally you seem a lot more trustworthy and clever now that you've gone and ripped yourself in half testing something else. So yes, a guy pulls out. Imagine a Rubrik's cube. Is it Rubric or Rubik? It's Rubik.
Rubik's.
It is Rubik. So it looks like a Rubik's cube, and they hand it over to the group. This is the wondrous underground reality manipulation hole generator.
Which means?
Well, we don't know. Like I said, it hasn't really been tested yet. But we know when it is tested, it's going to do some serious shit.
Does it hit 88 miles an hour?
It definitely hits 88 miles an hour. Yeah.
So, does anybody want to test fire it?
Is the gecko soup broken?
Say, friend, team leader, come over here for a minute.
Okay, I'll walk over there. You just want to like PM me things then?
No. Not particularly, no.
Oh my god! What a fucking shit stain of a roll.
2 deaths in a row.
No.
Wow.
No. That's not a death, but that's fucking Jesus. Oh yeah. Either way, there's a large shuddering, and you hear an explosion coming from the bathroom.
Oh boy.
And water just starts pouring out of it. And as somebody eventually from R&D opens the door, there's now what looks to be a clone that's just shot out of the pipes. And there's Origami, and he's back to work trying to fix. He's like, there's a leak.
God fucking damn it! I just fixed that.
Well, quite poorly. You unfortunately rerouted it into the clone traversal system. Either way, welcome back.
You routed the urinal into the poop chute for clones. Okay.
Yeah, I hardly ever post it. Yeah.
Well, Origami, while you're trying to fix the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Well, while you do that, Sue comes up to you and she starts asking questions. She asks, what results were you expecting from the equipment that you just used, the gecko suit?
I was hoping I would float, but I guess the gravity is too strong.
Did the equipment perform as you expected?
Not as quite. Hurts like hell though.
How did the results differ then?
I was ripped in half.
Reasonable.
Was the equipment damaged during the use?
I don't know. It just came back, and I just screamed out, "Hey, is the equipment? Is the gecko suit still working?"
No, it's been ripped in half with your body. Thanks for that.
Half of
But
it might work.
But is it still attached to the ground and ceiling?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I guess that worked. So
Wow.
I don't know if we'll ever get that off there, but
So you could say he gets half credit.
You guys could invent like a scissor lift or something.
Well, it's not together, but it's still fairly intact.
So how would you assess the damage of it?
50% destroyed.
50% of the time it works, 100% of the time.
Exactly.
Do you think you could still use the equipment a second time, even though it's ripped in half?
I don't know. Maybe if I have enough duct tape.
Well, we never took the equipment out of R&D, so technically we never borrowed it. We don't have to return it.
No, technically it is in R&D still, so we
Exactly. We
like-
never borrowed it. It's been here the whole time.
Well, even if they do want to say that we did take it, we did return it, just not in one piece and not in a very easy to access way.
Would you use these? Would you use that equipment out beyond these doors?
If it works as intended, sure. No, but if it just rips people in half, yeah, no.
well,
Also,
sorry.
I want to see which part of the gecko suit still works. Is it just the fingers itself? Is it the suit itself, or is it like kind of like a gauntlet?
Well, okay, we'll say you can get the one glove on the floor to work. Yeah.
All right.
So
Can I take the one glove?
yes,
Can he
you
just
do.
fling him? Can he fling himself like Thor with his hammer now?
So you
I,
see,
I was gonna say if he does the disco thing, fucking ground floor, ground ceiling, ground ceiling.
so fucking you guys see Fox like furiously writing all this down in her notebook.
So I got the one glove, right?
You do have the one glove. Are you wearing it?
Yes, and I point myself up in the ceiling to get the other glove.
So
Oh,
you
man.
point at the ceiling and your hand rips off.
Jesus.
It's fucking this guy, like this, like really sweaty nerd, just fucking Joe RDRT. He's like, that's not what it's fucking meant to be. What are you doing? You know, we spent ages testing this.
Oh, then
So
I
how
guess
did you guys not maim anybody?
Well, we never took the suit apart. So
Well, how did you not maim? Like, you guys didn't try to do the point at two directions thing or anything like that?
no. We mostly just pointed at the floor. It seemed safer that way.
But
Well,
how would you know that it would revolutionize walking and it would make the floor obsolete if you only point it down?
Well, the floor and the ceiling are the same thing. One's just a lot higher.
I examined for a couple of wires. I could tie my arm so I could stop bleeding.
It's at this point when you see Dino with his little Rubik's cube go, beep, and he pushes one of the many buttons on it, and a probably the worst sound you've ever heard in your life. It's like a popping and an extinguishing of air in reality itself, but this giant rip and tear that's black and swirling and threatens to pull things into it appears on the wall.
Well, that's disturbing. I hand it back to one of the nerds.
Fair enough. They're just like, which button did you push?
I don't know. I just pressed one.
They're all staring, fear and awe at this object, and just one in the back, just. You know? Excellent. Yes. Very good.
Hey, equipment guy, come here. Let's see about cleaning up that wound because you're kind of bleeding all over the place, and that's making my job harder.
Sure. I just
Oh.
show my stub to him.
So before you you guys leave, you can go ahead and you trying to patch his stump up.
Can I ask the R&D
Apparently, I
department
can't
for-
patch up anything today.
You can try again if he's okay with it.
That's up to him.
So if
I'll
you've
give
ever
you
actually
one more
done any
try.
medical work in your life,
Oh wait,
I mean, I've
can I try myself?
I've
repair myself?
dabbled.
You can.
Oh fuck no!
Oh, God.
no! Origami.
All right,
Origami's like, wait a minute, I need to put a hand on here, and somehow manages to like cut his other hand off.
jams a hook into the stub and
Yeah.
almost kills himself.
So Origami's laying on the floor bleeding out. You might want to try again there, Bard. You can patch this guy up. Okay.
All right, let's try this again.
Okay, nice. So he actually, as you wake back up, Origami, you feel stronger, and you've got 2 full working hands.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
That's true. That's true. Arms, sorry.
Oh. So he didn't suddenly regrow a hand?
No, it's his whole arms seem to have been replaced. It's like skin, but shittier and more synthetic.
Ah, okay. Robot hands, got it. I just look at Moth and just say, "I owe you one."
2, technically, but
No.
We'll get to that later.
so
Before we leave, can I ask the R&D department for half-inch ball bearings?
on one condition, that you take and try out the suit that'll make you immune. Never have to worry again about fire, incineration, death by heat. What do you think?
I just have to take it, right?
Well, and wear it, try it out. Make sure it's up to snuff. Although it should snuff out any troubles you have with fire.
I'll stick it in my backpack.
You gotta wear it or no deals. That's the thing. That's the only way to get your ball bearings.
Oh yeah, I take my stuff there. Oh wait, half of my stuff is up there.
Yeah, you grab all your stuff.
Yeah, my stuff is.
I'll pass this time.
Nobody wants to be immune to fire, huh? What's up with that?
Well, I need to talk to a friend equipment guy about stuff.
Okay. Which equipment guy are we talking to?
Our equipment guy.
Oh, sorry.
mean-
The post surgery recap.
Right,
I'm gonna ask him if it actually covers every inch of skin.
Oh, the fire suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in my head I'm thinking there's definitely just gonna like not be a helmet, so you go into the fire and you still burn to death.
So it's actually like it's like a skin tight, sort of leathery looking suit, like a latex suit, I guess. And it's got like a built-in gas mask that you can lower.
I'm gonna ask them if they can like shoot a flamethrower at it to test it
Oh, okay, yeah.
while it's not on anybody.
So they douse it in fire, and it's still standing. The fire seemed to bend around it almost.
Anybody want to wear it?
If I take it, how many ball bearings do I get?
Last time I wore something, it ripped me in half.
As many as true. As many as you need. Like, I don't know, like 100? Do you want it like 100?
Just get him a little bag of
Little bag
ball
of marbles?
bearings.
Yeah.
Yeah, bag of marbles.
Fine, I'll take it.
Okay. Sorry. You put the suit on, and I mean, you definitely feel sort of immune to fire. But yeah, and they also hand you your 100 ball bearings.
In reality, it only makes you think you're immune to fire.
And the R&D guys are all sort of like clapping. They're like, "Well, that's all we've got for you guys. You've taken everything. You've tried out a few things. Now we know with the gecko suit, smarter clones are required. We knew the wormhole generator was a little sketchy, so thankfully that's back in our hands. The ultra reflex spray. Hopefully that serves you well in your missions. Glory the friend computer." And the fire retarded suit. Yeah, hopefully you make that work out.
Fire retarded?
Yeah. That's what that means, right? Like it stops fire, it's fire retarded.
Have you guys actually tried this on, or have you just sprayed it with the flamethrower
No,
repeatedly?
we've just sprayed it with a flamethrower. Can we try it on your guy now?
No. I just hand them back their ball bearings and their suit.
Unfortunately, as you go to hand back the ball bearings in the suit, you go, "No!"
Oh God!
But
what happened?
No, that's
you feel
it.
yourself getting stupider.
That's right. Yeah.
You look in the mirror. I'm retarded.
Unfortunately, yeah, the suit does make you quite retarded while you wear it. It constricts a small amount of your brain that just shuts the whole thing off. But it's immune to fire. That's a promise. 100% guarantee. Refundable.
Can I try to pull the gas mask off of him?
Yeah, you could try. Give a violence roll. Just don't roll a 1 or a 20 or you'll fucking rip his face off. Oh, jeez. Almost.
Don't roll a 1 or a 20, he says.
So they pull the gas mask off, and you feel slightly able to breathe, and wise enough to take the suit off. So you do manage to. The R&D is, of course, greatly saddened by it.
I'm keeping the ball bearings, bastards. Throw it back.
Yeah, you could probably report that you felt really stupid while in bed or something.
Yeah, I would tell them that. I lost all.
Well, so you all heading out of R&D?
Yep. I guess I got what I wanted out of it.
So you head back into the round room, as we'll call it. And there's, of course, the 4 vending machines, the vent in it, and it looks as though someone has opened the door at the bottom, slid it open, and all you can see on the far side is a dark gray tunnel.
What did they open?
Sorry?
What did they open? One of the doors?
What was open
the
to
door
this?
to the south. It's this right here. So you come back out of R&D into this room, and we're now going south from here.
Oh, isn't the what's his name again? David? Isn't he more up ahead? Oh, Daniel, that's his name.
Yeah, Daniel's down south, if south existed. What you do see, though, is you see this. A large, dark gray tunnel.
Infrared.
East? I thought you said west. Well, I'm gonna toss a coin, because neither of those are south.
We should head west.
Okay. So as you look down this long tunnel, to the west, you hear a thunder, a roaring, but you also see another opening down in the. Hang on. You see another opening down here.
Is it that color?
No, sorry, it's well, this will be an infrared door. There we go. You see that down there. But again, like I said, you hear thundering and the ground shakes.
Do we smell anything?
You smell metal. Almost like an
It doesn't
electric
smell like
current.
poo.
No, that's true.
Do we see any of those like pipe traversal vehicle boxes anywhere?
No, this is much smaller than that. As you wait a little while longer, though, a transport tube, just a large train, goes and just flies down and passes you. Seemed like it was filled with mostly orange workers, some greens.
Is there any buttons on the side of the room?
No, it looks like this is like sort of the door you're leaving through now and the door over there are just the maintenance entrances. It's not actually how you're supposed to get through here. Of course, infrareds don't have proper tools or pathways, so you would have to jump down onto the tracks, run along, or through. Or, of course, abuse the gecko suit that has been ripped in many pieces now.
Can we go and ask R&D if there's a way through there easily?
R&D had that might help with that.
I was just wondering if that intel.
We're gonna say, you know, sorry.
I was about to say, maybe R&D could tell us like what time the train passes, like the difference between them.
Oh yeah, sure. R&D like pulls out a pamphlet and looks, and it's like the train comes every 2 minutes.
How far is the door from each other? Or the doors?
Let's say maybe like 60 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
wait for a train run?
Yeah, that seems
one at a time.
Wait for it to pass. I mean,
we go do it one at a time.
I'm actually going to ask the R&D if they know how on time the trains are normally.
They say, well, I've never seen a train be late.
Have you seen it be early?
Yes.
Oh fuck!
How often?
Well, early in the morning, it cycle. It tends to be a little early, but it's hard to say. If you need to catch the train, I would normally go through the offices, or the cubicles rather.
That's above our clearance, though. Do you have
any by slug throwers?
Slug throwers.
Yeah,
that's
heretical. I've been to the cubicles today, huh?
Oh no! Oh, I see. No, they haven't.
They told us to go through the damn cubicles, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going through the cubicles.
Yeah, it's orange clearance. We can't go through it anyway. Is there a computer terminal where we can ask the computer if there's a way around, like back through the briefing room entrance or anything?
Or ask friend computer where this vent goes.
Yep, that would be our communications officer. Would have to do that.
Yeah, because I don't have a skeleton no more.
That's right. Yeah. Communications officer. If you want to ring up friend computer.
I'm sorry, what?
Do you want to ring up friend computer?
What am I ringing him up for? Sorry, I just missed that last little bit.
Ask friend computer if there's an easier way to get to our guy Daniel in the offices, and if not, if there's an easier way to get across the train tracks.
Okay.
I say we wait for the train to pass. We can just book it, all of us.
So
I mean, Dino's losing a fair amount of blood. Can you make that run?
I should have stopped bleeding, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Might be like a little woozy or something.
You're just wounded. So you're woozy. But you're not. You're still in fighting shape. So is Foxy calling friend computer?
Yeah, I said I rang him up.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Hey there, troubleshooter. How can I help?
Hello, friend computer. We're looking for safe passage to. I can't remember the location's name.
Oh, to Daniel G.
Daniel G in the offices.
To Daniel G. And where are we currently?
You're at R&D in KRK sector, specifically, but
From R&D K. You said K and
KRK sector, yeah.
KRK sector.
Frank Computer's like, well, there's an infrared maintenance access near your position. Just head out the door of R&D and then head towards the tunnel.
That's where the train is, though, isn't it?
Yeah, can you like ask them if there's a way to either have the trains be on time or stop them completely for like 30, 40 seconds?
I suppose if you gave me a time, I could delay the next train.
What
When
time is
would
it
you
right
be
now?
leaving? Let's say it's like 9:22. So you could do like 9:24, something.
AM or PM?
It's 24-hour blocks.
Because
because
fuck, so the train is
There
early.
is no day, there is no night. That's both.
Yeah.
According to your system, friend computer, what time is it right now?
9:22.
Could we have no trains in there until like 9:25 in that specific branch of the tunnel?
So for the next minute?
No, you said it's 9:22, so 3 minutes.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. That's fine. Yeah, but 9:25. Sure. I can hold the trains up for you.
Okay, everybody cheese it.
Okay.
Alright.
So you all
One for the money, two for the show.
Yep. So you guys run. After you get through, it's like there's a ringing at a terminal near you, just on the other side. And a train whizzes past.
So let's go pick up the terminal phone.
So you pick up the terminal phone. Down here. Okay, sorry, you pick it up, and it's friend computer again. Hey there, valued troubleshooters. Your communications officer recently placed in a request to slow down traffic in TransTube 3499X. Unfortunately, this has caused a few clones to be late for work. We're finding you 250 credits. Thanks, and have a nice day.
Each or just the communications
Just
officer?
the communications officer. Your new account balance is 150 credits.
Thank you, communications officer.
Yeah, you guys should pay some of that too, since it was your idea.
All right, so we've now arrived in a new sector, or a new spot of this sector rather. Hang on, I just need to consult my little map here. Second. Closed it, unfortunately.
We'll stop doing that.
Yeah, I know I need to, but I have too much shit because I only got the one monitor, so I have too much shit.
Oh no, I know you feel.
Waffle Lobster Kickstarter win. Or go
Oh, come on, I'm not that
Go
fucking
fund me.
guy. Yeah. Let's see. So, oh, that's the 5 pennies.
No, 5 credits. I'm Poe.
Oh, sorry. Oh. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll just go to a new page real quick here. I don't think I put anything on this one. Okay, good. Let's go to a new page here real quick, so we can talk about our new situation.
Are there any vending machines for us to destroy?
There are 2 vending machines in here. One of them appears to be a
limited
limited edition. That shit kills me, man. I fucking love doing this stuff.
Question: when was the like? Is there a little poster, a flyer, whatever, saying when this was supposed to be running for? Like limited edition, ending blank date. Like, are these vending machines just like supposed to be pulled 5 years ago?
Yes. Yes, they
Do we
were.
even know what day it is? Like date?
No, you don't. But I just out of character.
Relative
That
cycles,
is
okay.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, Sue just pointed. She's like, I wonder what vending. Oh, I wonder what that vending machine says.
Oh, what I hope is what's drink red fizzy? No.
Oh, Red Bubble? Like, cause the
Yeah, I hope it's Red Bubble.
yeah, the limited edition ones are Red Bubble TM
Yeah.
vending machines.
Because I got a 6-pack. I can just put it in there.
So, here ish is what this area looks like. And right in front. Now, this is going to be a little messy, and I apologize. Okay. So here's what we're looking at. And get some nice pretty... So these are all... Just assume like this whole area is all green offices. The one at the corner is important. But when you come up to the door immediately in front of you, we have come in. Now, if you purchased the proper map, all of this would make a lot more sense. So right now, only one of you is having an easy time following. But
Oh shit!
right, because only one person has a map. So this is
I
actually
physically couldn't afford that map. It was $300 fucking.
this is a flat corridor essentially. The red goes all the way around. The yellow goes a little bit around to the side, and then through the red, which the tunnel's behind you, there's a small little infrared walkway where you can fit 2 people side by side, but it's not like a proper, like, 4 to 6 people down a hallway. And at the door to this infrared little walkway, it's just a series of names for offices. And of course, one of them is Daniel G. TYU. So presumably his office then would be through here.
Presumably.
Mm-hmm. Now, he is going to have a green office. Along this infrared corridors, there's a whole bunch of like vents into the floor. And I mean, I assume since it's your mission, you guys sort of rapidly move up onto the door because it's safe to move up to the door of Daniel G. TYU's office. And it's a solid door. Of course, it's all metal, but there's no windows into the office itself. And you can see like a whole bunch of, I guess like pamphlets and letters and sort of, think like bills shoved into the bottom of the door. But they're all things like transfer orders from Friend Computer and demotion for a lack of enthusiasm.
Safe to assume the door and handle are green.
They are.
So what I'm getting is we just need to throw things at the door
Just to get it to open.
to get it to open. No, not to get it to open, but to like knock on the door by throwing things because we're not allowed to actually touch the door.
True. Now you start getting into questionable heresy here, but our we may have someone like a hygiene officer who is given. Oh, I closed the loadout page, but I believe I gave you some sort of a pressure washer of sorts. You know, whether you want to use that now, or whether you might need to use that later, like on the floor if you get inside. That's another question. But you're just gonna like throw just random crap at the door?
Oh wait,
What-
I have a
What color
long
is all the
wrench.
little paperwork? Oh, that too. But what color is all the paperwork on the floor?
A whole bunch of different colors. A lot of it blue.
Hmm.
But we'll say there's a few infrared and red ones. Mostly about the physical hauling of, you know, like, oh, we'll move your office for you. Just leave it outside, type of deal.
Can I take one of the like infrared pieces of paper?
Hmm?
Just kind of press it against the door and knock on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's clever. So it's a little nothing. It's at this moment as you're knocking, you notice it looks like it was welded from the inside.
Interesting.
Pneumonia.
Is there anything on the other side of the wall, like over here?
No, it's all just a flat wall.
Is all of the wall green, or is it infrared?
I hope we
Ah, that's clever. No, that side of the wall is infrared. Only the front-facing one is green.
So there's no vents.
There's
what
well,
about
there's vents all
vents?
along these floors. Yeah,
Oh,
How big
Can I-
are said vents?
you could probably squeeze into it. Yeah, you'd have to drag your pack behind you or in front of you, but you definitely squeeze through them.
let me see my equipment. See if I have any like glow sticks or lights.
job.
I have a flare.
And we have. Oh yeah, you do have the flare. That's true. Actually, it's a red flare.
Click
Yeah.
lock,
That's my clearance.
No, but I was thinking red would probably would
Red
it would bleed
blind
out the green, right? Yeah. I didn't
That's
think of that
actually- you
before.
could do
I
that.
like to give tools and not really think of a solution for them, but that, I mean, that would probably work, right? I'm thinking in real life, the red would bleed out the green because it's so bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Keep that in mind.
Also, the red smoke would probably dye the green paint
But just a
if you like
bit.
held it up to it.
Might be an option in the room. But you have your PDC, your personal data companion. That has a light on it. If you want to use like a shitty, like I think a cell phone light to get through. And the question is, who would be going in?
We could probably like turn off the lights in this area and then let it be completely black and then have somebody run up and try the door handle real quick.
I mean, we could go turn on that vending machine
Sorry,
to a brownout.
Wait,
Can we go with Origami's idea though? Just use his big wrench and just like grab the handle.
Yeah, no, I'm totally cool with that. You guys fine with that?
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
I'm
fine.
fine with that.
is the loyalty officer fine with that?
Selfless isn't here. There are no
Wait.
rules.
Well, he's still
I
not
am.
here. Holy shit. Well, that works. Okay, yeah, go for it. So you go. Like I said, it
Well,
does
he
feel
is-
like it was welded
No,
from the
no,
inside.
he's here. He's just not talking. His Discord's broken.
Did it?
Oh,
Most likely because like he's unmuted and he's in chat, but
I know you said you needed to step away for but that was like an hour ago.
yeah, he popped into AFK, but
and then pop back in, and knowing that his computer goes to sleep mode, kind
Yeah,
of
his
fucked
computer
up.
shits itself every time it goes into sleep mode, and that's when his mic turns off.
Oh, I don't know. Either way, like I said, so you'd have to like force it. So we need a violence roll to break into the room with your wrench.
I have shit violence.
Is anyone stronger? Want to give him a hand?
Who's the strongest person here? Like, can we see like somebody's kind of muscular?
I don't think a lot of people took violence as a skill they wanted to be good at.
Is
Can
this
I
a
try?
thing that like we could take 10 on, sort of thing? Like, I know that's a D&D thing, but
Yeah.
or like take
You know
20.
what? Yeah, I'll say because Origami does have his fucking new ass robo arms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your synthetic arms. Maybe you could. We'll give it to you. You can slam this bad boy. So give a violence, and if you hit 10 or under, and of course you can always Benny it.
I ask you something. Yep. Well, I'm not gonna force it through, but I'm gonna do something else. The test of my potential. I mean, not potential. Test menu hands, and you just see flames.
You hear over the loudspeaker, dude. Pardon everyone. Our episode of
I stop.
Troubleshoot R seems to be having some technical difficulties. We'll let you know when the feed's back online.
Are there still a shitload of cameras everywhere?
You only see what would be, because this game has stealth, but it doesn't really have like the opposite, like perception, because normally you would just have someone roll stealth.
Hardware? Question mark? Because cameras are hardware.
Yeah, technically. That's not really what I'm looking for.
Stealth has a surveillance system under it.
Yeah. There's hang on, let me try. I'm just gonna roll this here. You hear the sound of a camera nearby, but you don't see it.
Oh, I stop what I'm doing then.
No, the feeds down, remember?
Oh, if he's down. Oh.
Yeah, so
Why?
bam, bam, bam. Yeah, give me a D20 there, Boyle. Yeah, 10 or under, and you can Benny it if you need to.
Oh wow!
You just fucking rip the
Okay.
door off its handle. Or its hinges, sorry. Yeah, that'd be bad too. But either way, so you're through, and we're now staring at kind of a messy room. Let's describe this little situation for you. We have his beautiful little green desk. We have another small few desks over here. It looks like there was paperwork knocked off the one desk that just scattered everywhere. And Daniel Y now is facing the wall away from his computer. He seems to be sort of slumped over at the filing cabinet, which let's just say is over like here. And yeah, he's got a computer in between you and him.
So, do we still have those ball bearings? We should try to throw one at him to see if it wakes him up.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, he gave him back because he didn't want to take the fire retarded suit.
Yep.
Does anybody else have anything that's semi-throwable, like a pencil?
I just whistle to him, just like
I was gonna start making paper airplanes out of fan flips.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
The ones I'm allowed to touch.
Yeah, sure, I'll give you that.
If there's like a paper clip, you can weigh the nose down to give it more force.
Give it like an agility roll or fine manipulation, throwing something. Any of those will do.
So I mean, like kind of fudging it. 11 or less, probably.
That's heresy. You're not supposed to know that.
True. But you're not supposed to know that I know that, you heretic.
You said it out loud.
Yeah.
Are you spying on
fucker.
me, you commie mutant traitor?
Unfortunately, no. You don't manage to hit him with. You're just whipping paper airplanes, but they're all fucking missing this guy.
And apparently he's too oblivious to look up and try and pay attention to what's clattering all over the floor.
Well, he seems really intently staring into this filing cabinet.
I do a dog whistle. You know the.
Oh, nothing. That was good though, but nothing. So you're shooting at them? Is that
No,
what's-
I'm throwing paper airplanes.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
as well.
great. Yeah. No, you do. You peg him. Let's say you peg him in the back of the head with one, and he slumps over, falls on the floor, and you can see his face is being eviscerated.
Okay, then. Is there a computer terminal around here?
There is. There's one at his desk.
But is there one in the hallway?
No, but there was one in the red hallway, so you can head back to that. As you step back into the familiar hallway filled with cameras, no doubt in some part because of the recent death of an ultraviolet. So yeah, you bring up, ding, and friend computer. Hey there, troubleshooter. How can I help?
So, friend computer, what's his name? Dave?
Daniel G. Or Daniel
Daniel?
Y now, sorry, he's being demoted.
Daniel appears to have died in his office before we arrived.
According to our reports, Daniel Y is very, very healthy.
We found one of
Where's
his dead
Daniel
bodies.
Y at, friend computer?
Is this a previous clone of his then? What?
Daniel Y is still in his office. That's why he needs to be moved.
No,
Was
friend computer.
he-
This is Daniel G. You see, we're looking for Daniel Y. Daniel G is dead in his office.
Error. Daniel Y not allowed to be dead. Sorry. What did you say again?
No, see, we're looking for Daniel Y.
Daniel Y
You
is
directed us to
in his
Daniel
office.
G. You directed us to Daniel G.
Well,
Wrong office, friend computer. Our paperwork was not correct.
they're one and
You
the
did not make a
same.
mistake, of course.
Daniel G has been demoted to Daniel Y, and he is in the former Daniel G's office.
Would there be any way to send you a picture or anything, friend computer?
Absolutely. If you have a camera, you can upload it to any terminal.
Well, does our... I've been playing the little PDA thing as being a smartphone.
Yeah, no, totally. You can go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a picture, making sure that his face is there.
Visibly,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, visibly messed up.
Okay, so you take
And
it
then
and
upload it.
you upload it, and you see it's like uploading like 20%, 30%, 40%. It gets to 99, and error. Daniel Y is not allowed to be listed as dead.
Okay, you know what? We halt the uploading of that.
Well, it went through, but then
crapped
the
out,
computer
yeah.
got it out.
Okay. Friend computer, Daniel Y, Daniel G, is not in the office. It is empty.
That's impossible. No one's seen him leave.
He's not there, friend computer. We could take a picture. He's not at the desk, and the paperwork is all stacked up, so clearly he's not been in here to do his work.
Well, then your mission's to
elsewhere.
find him and move his office into his new office.
Where is his new office for us to move?
He sort of shits out some coordinates, which are meaningless to you, and then says, "Continue along the red tunnel, and you'll reach there."
Is there any way we could get authorization to walk into his office so that we can pack it for him?
There's a pause. He's like, very well. Fill out these temporary reassignment of clearance forms. And he prints out 4.
Okay, I'm fine with
I'll
this.
take one.
Yeah, I'll take one.
I'll take one.
Sure, fuck it, I'll take one.
Okay, so Fox and Zelphus don't have these, and it gives you, and it says you're allowed to enter once you fill out like your name and all this blah blah blah. You know, you're allowed to enter a clearance higher than yours for the purpose of a troubleshooting mission for 20 minutes.
Okay, so is that as after it's been printed or after we submit it?
After it's been submitted, yeah.
Okay, I think that what we should do is we'll have like 2 people submit theirs and then start throwing stuff out of the office. Like, don't.
I see what you mean. Do 2 people at a time?
Yeah, and then we have 40 minutes total to do it. Because the office is kind of crammed.
You got one person bring the stuff out, and we could do like the fireman water bucket line. So just one person hands it to the people outside, just carry it down the hall like that.
But
Well,
you
I'm
also
just thinking.
only have 2 hours for the whole mission. So.
Well, it's 2 hours to finish the mission, not report back in that it's done, right?
Well, technically, that's
get
correct. Yes, yeah, that's right. 2 hours.
So if we just are like, our mission's done to a terminal, that would count too.
That would count. Yeah.
So
all I gotta do is spray some WD-40 in the squeaky chair. And
what I'm thinking is we're going to need temporary clearance to move the stuff out of his office, and then we're going to need temporary clearance to move his stuff into his office.
Oh yeah.
Or at the very minimum, to open the door to then huck everything into his office.
No, actually, we just throw his shit into the office. We don't need to nicely put it in.
I know, but we still need to like pick it up, you know, or like open the door. And all of the stuff that. Hang on, all of his stuff is classified too.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we could use the chair and just use that as a what do you call it?
Put some wheels on the desk and just roll the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, we could just push the desk too.
Yeah.
Like it can't be that heavy, especially if we don't care about scratching the floor.
True. Yeah.
It's an infrared throw. What the fuck do we care?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll want to probably deposit the body into the new office too.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna carry the body.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're all submitting. We're submitting all the forms at once then?
Is that what's happening?
I think so, because
okay.
I think
only 4 of us can help move. Yeah, but only 4 of us can help move then. Actually, before we submit it, we should find the other office, is what we should do.
Okay, good call.
So we know where we're going.
So
back down the red tunnel somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like down here somewhere, but it's questionable where it actually is. Actually, wait. Once we find it, we could then go down the yellow corridor because we have temporary clearance.
Mm-hmm.
So that would probably be a shorter way.
Oh, you fox. Either way, I'm gonna call it here because we got to a pretty fun little twist. If anyone wants to, like, just before we end, if anyone has hacking or even you could stretch it to some sort of a management thing to find out what's up with Daniel G or Daniel Y as he now is. You can make a roll for that, and then we'll end it and pick it up sometime soon.
8.
Cause yeah, sorry, just getting a bit late on my end. I got the morning shift, so.
I got
same
it
here.
live, so I'm good.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work, Dino.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, just in time. Getting a bit famished. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just borrowed and dino, right?
Wait,
Nobody
wait.
else rolled, yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
Zelphus.
Wait, what? I didn't know we're rolling. Sorry.
So you would need. Let's see, something. Oh my good sweet lord! Someone just beat up a robot. Like hacking would work specifically. You could do finding deleted emails, something like that, or software, or some sort of like a very niche management role.
Surveillance?
No, that's more about like camera systems,
Okay.
unfortunately. Yeah. Operating systems would work if you had that.
I got software.
Okay. Yeah, you can just make just a normal software roll. Ooh, origami. That, yeah, bingo bongo. But I love how you said peonies. Oh, that's great. Either way. Well, some of you know the answer, some of you do not. And perhaps at some point some will share that. I do love the idea though that fucking only one of us has the map and everyone else is just getting this garbage. It's like, where are we going? Somewhere over here. Fuck it.
I know exactly where we're going.
Either way, yeah, take it easy, dudes. I will see you tomorrow for stuff. I don't know if we'll do Paranoia tomorrow though, because I'll be home super late. But we'll do it. We'll do it again next couple
Tex
days.
Murphy
Anyway.
is always an option.
Yes. Yeah, take it
Oh
easy.
yeah.
Or Blood Bowl. Just saying.
We do.
So
We
you
do
gotta
need to
pick
do
a
Blood
team,
Bowl again.